Let's start in a seated position. Cross-legged if that's comfortable. You can always sit on your shins or in any other position. Sit up tall, lengthen your spine. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let all the air out through the mouth. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more. Big breath in. Exhale all the air out. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Pause at the top. Exhale just 1/3 of the breath. Pause. Exhale another third. Pause. Exhale all air out. Now reverse it. Inhale 1/3 of the way. Pause. Inhale another third. Pause. Inhale fully. Pause at the top. Exhale completely. 2 more rounds. Inhale 1/3 of the way. Pause. Inhale another third. Pause. Inhale fully. Pause at the top. Exhale all the air out. 1 more. Inhale 1/3 of the way. Pause. Inhale another third. Pause. Inhale fully. Pause. Exhale completely. Resume normal breathing. In and out through the nose if it's comfortable. You can start using the Ujjayi breath, creating that sound of the ocean or a loud whisper. Bring your hands to your heart. If you want to set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. Open your eyes. Roll over your knees, come onto your hands and knees, tabletop. Start warming up. Cat and cow, hip circles, whatever it is that your body needs to start moving, to start warming up. Continue focusing on your breath. How you breathe, whether it's in through the nose, out through the mouth, or in and out through the nose. Notice which movement you connect, which part of the breath cycle with. Typically, we inhale as we arch the back, when you lie into your cow position, and we exhale as we round the back. You can try doing it the other way around and just see whether it feels any different. Another round of cat and cow, if that's what you're still doing. And come back to a neutral tabletop. Your arms are still straight, spine is pretty much in a neutral position. Keep your arms straight as you draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and then press the ground away and separate the shoulder blades. Your spine is neutral, draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and then apart. Do that a few more times, draw the shoulder blades towards one another, line them apart from one another on the ribcage. You can stay with this movement or try adding the other 2 movements for the shoulder blades. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then bring the shoulder blades, glide the shoulder blades down the back. Up, it's really forward where you are now, and then down the back. And then try putting all of those things together. Glide the shoulder blades towards one another, squeeze them together, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, shoulder blades apart, you round the upper back slightly, and then shoulder blades down the back, shoulders away from the ears. 1 more circle in this direction. And then reverse the direction. Shoulder blades down the back, shoulder blades apart. You round up back a little bit, shoulders up towards the ears, and all the way back. 1 more circle. Come back to a more or less neutral position. Open the hands as wide as the mat. Turn the fingers so they point out to the sides. The heels of the hands stay on the mat. Fingers are off the mat. Align your shoulders with the wrists. Keep your arms straight. Lean to one side, Stretching the wrist and the forearm on that side, and then lean all the way to the other side. Repeat that a few more times. Arms stay straight. You're still pushing it around with the hands. Even yourself out, and then come back to center. Plant your hands the regular way, so the fingers point forward. Either the index fingers or the middle fingers point straight forward. All the fingers are spreading wide, palms are pressing down. Keep the fingers straight, and see what you can lift the palms of your hands off the mat, and lift the thumbs off the mat as well. Keep the thumbs off the mat if you can, and then slowly lower the palms of your hands back down to the mat. If this is too challenging, you can do just one hand at a time, or you can walk your hands closer towards your knees. The more weight you're shifting forward into your hands, the more challenging this is going to be. If you're doing one hand at a time, even yourself out, and then lower the palms back down. Keep your arms straight, lean forward slightly. Let the shoulders go past the wrists to stretch the muscles on the forearms. And release. Hands are only planted, shoulder width apart. Again, either the index fingers or the middle fingers point straight forward. It might be the space between the two of them. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees off the mat. Bring the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Take a moment in this first down dog just to move in whatever way your body wants to move. If you're ready to stay down, you can do that. Maybe you shift forward into plank and back to down dog a few times to warm up the shoulders a little bit more. If you're staying in down dog, pedal the feet, bending one knee, pressing opposite heel down, and then switch. If you're doing something to even out the sides, do that. And then slowly start walking the feet towards your hands. Step both feet just at half of a step closer towards your hands. So you basically shorten your down dog. Pause there. See how different this down dog feels. Take another half a step, your feet close towards the hands. Super short down dog. Knees might be bent. That's okay. Take another half a step forward. Now we're closer to a forward fold and a down dog. The stretch in the hamstrings is more intense. Take another half a step forward. Depending on how long your legs are, how long your torso is, you might already be in a forward fold. You might be still in half a down dog. Some of us are taller. Many of you are taller than me. Eventually walk the feet all the way towards your hands so that you are in that standing forward fold. Separate the feet so they're about hip width apart, about 2 fist width apart. Bend your knees generously so your belly is resting on your thighs, belly all the way on the thighs. Let the head hang heavy, as long as that feels good. Hold on to opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Include the movement of the legs here as well. So for now, it's just the upper body moving side to side, so you can add the legs to it. So if I'm going to the right, I'm going to straighten the right leg a little bit more than the left. Go through the center and all the way to the other side. Eventually come back to center. Knees are still soft. Let go the elbows. Engage your abdominals as you slowly roll up to standing. One vertebra at a time. Head is still heavy. Head comes up last. You're somewhere towards the front side of the mat, not all the way to the top. Roll the shoulders back, lift your head up, find your mountain pose. When you inhale, extend the arms alongside the ears. Look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Tip from your hips, keep a soft bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands fully. Step your feet back into plank. The first one, just step back. Arms are still straight. Press the ground away. Keep the abdominals engaged. Lean forward slightly so the shoulders go slightly past the wrist. Come up to your tippy toes. Maybe just the big toes are on the mat. The other toes are splaying out to the sides. Shift back to regular plank. Do it 2 more times. Lean forward. Shoulders slightly past the wrist. Abdominals engaged. Back to regular plank. Last time, lean forward. This time, bend the elbows. Lower down into chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, lift, cobra, up dog. Open the collarbone, lift your chest up. Bring your chin to your chest. Press the ground away. Go all the way back to downward facing dog. Rotate the eyes with the elbows forward. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the heels down towards the mat. And then bend your knees. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach up towards the sky. And a little bit of a back bend this time around. Exhale, fold or release. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step or float back. Take a vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Your choice. We'll all meet back and down dog. Stand around in your down dog. Bring the feet all the way together. And if your heels don't touch the mat, bring them closer. Bring the feet closer towards your hands so that the feet are fully planted. From here, your right hand is going to reach for the right ankle or shin or whatever you can reach comfortably. Some of us stay here. Some of us will shift all the way onto the right foot and the left hand so that the left foot can float up. Keep your gaze steady. Be balancing on your left hand or right foot. Maybe the left foot is still down. Lower the left foot down if it's still up. And then switch. On your down dog with the feet together first. And left hand reaches for the left ankle, shin, maybe on the thigh, whatever you can hold on to. Push the ground with the right hand and the left foot. Maybe you stay there with both feet on the ground. Maybe the right foot floats up. Right foot down. Left hand down. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach up towards the sky. Find a little bit of a back bend, just a slight arch in the back. Keep that slight back bend. Bend your knees. Let the hips sink down and back into a chair pose. Notice where your weight is. Try shifting more weight into the balls of the feet. Try shifting more weight into the heels and then even it out. Let the hips go a little lower. Lift the arms a little higher. With your next exhale, fold over your legs, straighten your legs. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or float back, vinyasa or straight back to down dog. From your down dog, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend the knee, bring the knee into your chest. Shift forward, place the foot between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the mat, extend the arms alongside the ears. Reach up. Lower your hands all the way back down. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, step back, plank, vinyasa, or straight back to down dog. Left leg reaches up, bend the knee, bring the knee into your chest, shift forward, place the foot between your hands. Right knee goes down, arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Lower both hands down, frame the front foot, tuck the back toes under, step back, vinyasa, down dog. Right leg goes up again. Bend the knee. Bring the knee into your chest. Shift forward. Place the foot between your hands. Left knee goes down again. Toes point back. Arms reach up. Stay here. If you can, press into the top of the left foot. Lift the left knee off the mat. So in a high lunge on the top of the left foot. For your next exhale, everybody, both hands down to the mat. If you can stay on the top of the foot, press the ground away, step the right foot back, touch the feet, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift, cobra up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, bring the knee into your chest. Shift forward, left foot between your hands. Right knee down, right toes point back, arms reach up. Draw the inner thighs towards one another, left or right knee up if you can. So on the top of the foot, both hands go down, step the left foot back, touch the feet. If it hurts, don't do it, of course. If you can't, touch the feet. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, left cobra up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Pause in your down dog. Coming down and bend your knees. Look forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips low. Chair. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to twist, but don't let the torso come down. Elbows stay free. Don't bring them all the way to the thighs. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. As you exhale, rotate just your torso to the right. Just your upper body rotates to the right. Stay where you are. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Stay where you are. Look down towards your knees. If your left knee is in front of the right knee, like so, even out the knees so the pelvis stays still. Deepen the rotation from the torso. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, rotate to the left. Don't let the knees and the hips move. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Come back to the center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Find the engagement in the muscles that take you into the rotation, and then hook the elbow on the outside of your thigh. Your knees are still even, so you don't want the left knee in front of the right knee. Stay where you are. Inhale, lengthen your spine again. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Still on the right side. Keep the knees bent. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Knees stay even. Don't let one knee go in front of the other. Bring the hips a little lower if you can. Come back to center. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step or fold back, vinyasa, or straight back to down dog. From your down dog, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend the knee. Bring it into your chest. Shift forward. Shoulders over the wrist. Push the ground away. Bring the knee all the way to your nose. Extend the right leg all the way up and back. Bend the right knee again. Right knee towards your right triceps. Shift forward. Touch the triceps. Bring it all the way up to the armpit if you can. Extend the right leg all the way up and back. Bend the right knee across the body towards the left triceps. Right leg all the way up and back. Last one, bend the knee. Right knee into your chest. Shift forward. Place the foot between your hands. Feet in 2 lanes of traffic. Rise up, high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Your shoulders stay over the hips, just the upper body rotates. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then from here, hook the elbow on the outside of your thigh. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Draw the right hip slightly further back. Press the left heel back. Crown of the head reaches across the room. Stack the shoulders. Open your chest towards the sky. With your next exhale, circle the arms around. Open into warrior 2. Spin the back heel down to the mat. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm reaches back. Both feet are firmly pressing down into the mat. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Right arm up and over. Stay where you are. If you want a little bit more, lift the right heel up so you stay on the ball of the right foot. Bend the right knee a little bit more. Lower the heel down. Come into extended side angle. Forearm on thigh, right hand inside or outside the right foot. Left arm alongside the left ear. Extend the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. You can stay on your fingertips. If your forearm is on your thigh, you can do the transition from there. Slowly work on straightening that right leg. You may not be able to extend it fully, and that's totally fine. And then bend the knee again. Do this 2 more times. Left arm is actually reaching up towards the sky. Slowly work on straightening that right leg. And then bend it again. One more. Straighten as much as you can. And then bend the right knee again. Keep your right knee bent. Press down front into both feet. Lift the right hand off the mat, right forearm off the thigh. Come back up to warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. If you need to adjust your stance. Shorten if you need to. Right hand reaches forward. Let that torso, the spine, side bend a little bit. Bring your right hand down. Top of the shin, ankle, big toe, or the hand to the outside of your foot. Or on the yoga block. You're still stacking the shoulders. Left arm is actually reaching up. If this is comfortable for your neck, maybe you look up towards your left hand. Press down front into both feet. Keep the legs straight As you come back up to standing, reverse your triangle, right arm goes up and over. And then bend your right knee. Both hands go down to the mat, frame the front foot. Press the ground away, step back. Vinyasa or straight back to down dog. Bring it down, the left leg reaches up. Bend the knee. Bringing into your chest. Shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, extend leg all the way up and back. Bend the left knee to the left triceps, left armpit. Left leg all the way up and back. Bend the left knee towards the right triceps across the body. All the way up and back. Last one, bend the knee. Bringing into your chest, shift forward, place the foot between your hands. Feet are in 2 lanes of traffic. Rise up, high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Draw the inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left. Once you draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Hook the right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Notice if you're rounding your spine here, instead lengthen your spine. You're in a twist, but you don't want to round the spine. Crown of the head reaches across the room. Stack the shoulders as much as you can. Open your chest towards the sky. Keep the engagement in the obliques and the back muscles. So you're not just resting that elbow on the thigh. You're very active in this pose. With your next exhale, circle the arms around. Open to warrior 2. Back heel goes down. Front leg is bent back, leg is straight. Press the feet down firmly. Feet press down, everything else is lifting up. Put the front palm, reverse your warrior, left arm up and over. Maybe left heel lifts up. If it does, bend the left knee more. Lower your left heel back down, extended side angle. Forearm on thigh, or left hand inside or outside left foot. Right arm alongside the right ear. Same thing here, you're still in rotation. You're rotating your torso, stacking the shoulders, right over left this time around. Extend the right arm straight up towards the ceiling. The right arm is reaching for the ceiling. Come up onto your fingertips, hand on your yoga block, whatever you have. Slowly work on straightening that front leg. You may not be able to extend it fully, and it's fine. And then bend the knee again. 2 more times. Straighten that front leg as much as you can, comfortably, and bend it. 1 more. Straighten. And bend. Keep the left knee bent. Press down front to both feet. Lift the left hand off the mat. Come all the way up. Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Adjust your stance if you need to. If you need to shorten it. Left hand reaches forward, forward, forward. Your torso will side bend a little bit. It's going to your triangle. Left hand on the shin, the ankle, the big toe, or the mat. If your hand is on the mat or in a yoga block, put it to the outside of the foot. You're still stacking the shoulders. Open your chest towards the sky. Both feet are pressing down. Feet are squeezing in towards one another at the same time. Keep your legs straight. Press into your feet as you come all the way back up to standing. Reverse your triangle. Left arm up and over. And then bend the left knee. Hands go all the way down to the mat. Frame the front foot. Step back. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. From it down, the right leg reaches up. Bend the knee. Bringing into your chest. Tightly. Heel to the sits bone. Shift forward. Push the ground away. Place the foot between your hands. Rise up into a high lunge. Bring your head to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, rotate just your torso to the right. Then hook the elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Stay with me. Do as much of this transition as you can. Keep the rotation. Your left elbow is hooking on the outside of your right thigh. Look down towards your right foot, maybe slightly in front of the right foot. Slowly start shifting weight into the right foot. Back foot floats up. Keep that back back leg more or less parallel to the ground. I know you can't see it. That just means it's not all the way down, it's not necessarily all the way up. Straighten the right leg as much as you can. Crown of the head is still reaching forward towards or past the front side of the mat. Keep the left elbow connected to the right thigh. As you bend the right knee deeply, step the left foot all the way back. You're back in a twisting lunge. Open the arms into warrior two. Back heel goes down, arms wide. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle of your choice. Second time around here, maybe you can bring a hand all the way down if it wasn't there before. Extend the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Stack the shoulders. If you need to come back up to warrior two, adjust your stance, do that. If you can, slowly straighten your front leg from here. Triangle pose. Think about tucking the tailbone under just a little bit. Press the hips slightly forward. Look down towards your right foot. Go to bend the right knee again, so you can shift weight into the right foot. Right hand reaches forward, half moon pose. Left foot floats up. Turn the left toes up towards the sky. Right hand on the mat, on the yoga block. Maybe just hovering over the mat. And bend the right knee deeply. Step the left foot all the way back. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior one more time. Lower both hands down to the mat. Frame the front foot. Step back. Vinyasa, down facing dog. Remember, you can always leave out that vinyasa. From your down dog, left leg goes up. Bend the knee. Bring the knee into your chest. Shift forward. Place the foot between the hands. Feet in 2 lanes of traffic, rise up high lunge. Hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, rotate just your torso to the left. Keep that active rotation. Hook the right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. If you stay here, hang out here, that's totally fine. Lengthen your spine. Crown of the head reaches across the room. Look down towards the left foot in front of the left foot. So shifting weight into your left foot, back foot floats up. And back leg lifts up. It stays in back parallel to the ground. Straighten the standing leg as much as you can. Crown of the head still reaches forward. To come out of this pose, bend the left knee deeply. Step the right foot all the way back. Twisting lunge. And then open to warrior two. Back heel goes down, arms reach wide. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle of your choice. Notice where your spine is, where your torso is in space. If your torso is turning down, your shoulders are not stacked. Work on stacking the shoulders. So you find an alignment here that gives you a stretch in the side of the body. Extend the right arm straight up. Take the adjustments that you need so that you can straighten the front leg and transition into triangle pose. Squeeze the feet towards one another. Look down towards your left foot. Bend the left knee again. Left hand reaches forward. Shift weight into the left foot. Back foot floats up. Half moon pose. Use your left hand if you need it. Even if you just lift one fingertip off the mat or off the block, slowly you will, over time, transition to truly balancing on the left leg. So you can lift the left hand up. If you're still in half moon, bend the left knee deeply. Step the right foot all the way back. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Left arm up and over. Both hands down to the mat. Frame the front foot. Step back. Vinyasa. Down facing dog. From your down dog, shift forward into a high plank. And transfer the weight onto your right hand. If you start with the feet about hip width apart, Turn both heels to the right. You can keep your right hand where it is. Open the left arm up towards the sky. You're in a side plank. Push the ground with the right hand. Lift the hips maybe a little higher up. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Bring the heels to center. Now lower both heels to the left as you transfer weight onto the left hand. Right arm reaches up. Push the ground with the left hand. Lift the hips a little higher up. Right hand down to the mat. Plank pose. Heels back to center. And now lower all the way down to your belly. From here, point both feet. Bend your right knee. Going to use your arms a little bit. Lift your torso up. Right knee is bent. Bring the right foot behind the left knee. Right foot behind the left knee. Your left leg is straight. Your right knee is bent. Right arm reaches up and over. You're in a wild thing. Left hand, left foot. Ball the right foot behind you, off the mat proudly. Open your chest towards the sky. Look down towards the mat. It's going to be a little more stable. So start picking up the right foot. So you're in a side plank. With control, bring the right foot all the way to the top of the mat next to your left hand. Right foot steps all the way forward, all the way forward, all the way forward. Rise up into a high lunge. Hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right, just the torso. Then hook the elbow on the outside of your thigh. One last time. Look down, shift weight into the left foot. Back foot floats up. See whether you can lift that left leg higher up this time around. So you're still twisting, but it's a little closer to standing splits. If you lose your balance, put your hands down on the mat, and it's totally fine. If we don't challenge ourselves, we're not going to change anything, right? If you're still balancing your right leg, bend the right knee deeply, step the left foot all the way back, twisting lunge, open the arms, warrior two, back heel goes down. Reverse your warrior, right arm up and over, extended side angle, your variation. Straighten the front leg, triangle, adjust your stance if you need to. Look down towards your right foot, half moon pose. Shift weight into the right foot, back foot floats up. Bring the right hand all the way down to the mat, slightly off to the right. Bend your left knee. If you can grab the foot behind you, grab it there. If you need to, bring the left knee into your chest. Grab the ankle of the foot there, and then kick the foot into your hand so you bring the leg behind you. Press the back of the head back towards your shoulder blades to deepen the back bend. Let go of the foot if you still have it. Half moon. Bend the right knee deeply. Warrior two, step the left foot all the way back. Reverse, one last time here. And then lower both hands down to the mat. Frame the front foot. Press the ground away. Extend the right leg behind you. Once you pick it up, come into a side plank on your left hand, left foot. Right arm reaches up. Left hand is the base. Right arm reaches up. Extend the right arm alongside the right ear. Lift the hips a little higher up. Look down towards the mat. Right hand to the mat. Right foot to the mat. Vinyasa or straight back to down dog. From your down dog, shift the weight forward, high plank. With control, lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your hands where they are, keep them active. Bend the left knee. Press your torso up using your arms. Bring the left foot behind the right knee. Left foot behind the right knee. So left knee is pointing up, your right leg is straight. Left arm sweeps up and over into a wild thing. Lift the hips up. Push the ground with the right hand. Push the ground with the right foot. Left heel lifts. Left foot lifts slowly with control. Bring the left foot to the top of the mat next to your right hand. Left foot comes all the way to the front side of the mat. Once your left foot is there, rise up, high lunge. Adjust your stance if you need to. Hands to your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left, and then hook the right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Slowly start shifting weight into the left foot. back foot floats up. Stay parallel, torso and back leg. Or if you are up for the challenge, lift the right leg higher up. You're still in a twist, but you're lifting the right leg high as if you were going to standing splits. May not look that pretty, that's okay. Bend the left knee deeply. Step your right foot all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. Pause in a twisting lunge, and then open to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left arm up and over. Extended side angle of your choice. Right arm reaches straight up. Straighten your left leg. Make the adjustments that you need. Shorten your stance if you need to. Look down towards your left foot. Bend the left knee. Shift weight into the left foot. Back foot floats up. Half more. Left hand on the mat if you're going for the bind. Grab the right foot. Knee into your chest. Hold the foot there. It's a little easier. Kick the foot into your hand. Find a stretch on the top of the right thigh. Press the back of the head back. Let go of the foot if you still have it. Bend the left knee deeply. Step the right foot all the way back. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left arm up and over. Both hands go down to the mat. Frame the front foot, press the ground away, pick up the left foot, extend leg behind you, side plank on your right hand. Right hand is the base, left arm reaches up. Stay here. Your bottom knee could be down on the mat. If you want more, left arm alongside left ear, lift the hips up. Eventually, left hand goes down to the mat, left foot goes down to the mat. Cycle through vinyasa, or go straight back to your down dog. Rest in down dog, rest in dolphin with your forearms on the mat, or in child's pose with the knees on the mat. Your choice. Eventually find your way back to downward facing dog if you're not there. Walk your hands back to your knees, to your feet rather. Ahead of myself. Take your favorite forward fold here. Feet are about hip width apart. Any forward fold. You can hang here like ragdoll if that feels good. You can hold to the big toes to make it more active. Draw your chest and your belly towards the thighs. Hips are sit bones are pointing up towards the sky. You can clasp your hands behind your back if that feels good. And release what we're doing. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Bend your knees. Squat down. Your heels may lift up, and that's okay. We're going to lower the knees down onto the mat in a moment. So if you need to, you may want to pick up the mat like so, and then fold it so you have a little extra padding there for your knees. My mat is pretty thick, so I know I'm fine without, but feel free to do that. If that doesn't work for you, place a towel where your knees are going to land. Knees are still bent, bring the arms in front of you, and slowly with control lower the knees down, lift the hips up. Keep the toes tucked under. We're going to start with a hair pose here. Hands on your lower back. If it's comfortable for your wrist, point your fingers up towards your shoulder blades. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw that navel to spine, lift your chest up. There's a little bit of a tuck in the tailbone. Glutes engaged, abdominals engaged, and then start going back. Hips are still pressing forward as the upper back goes back. You can stay here or bring one or both hands onto your heels. Continue pressing the hips forward, lifting the chest up. You can allow your head to go back if that feels good on your neck. Still in position, hands back to your lower back, and then lift up, sit on your heels. Stay with this variation or untuck the toes. Lift the hips back up. Practice the tuck first. You want to maintain the tuck. Sometimes people arch their back and then go back. The back bend is deeper, but all the back bend will be coming from the lower back. So create a sensation of lengthening the lower back. It needs to stay in extension a little bit, but you want that back bend to be distributed among the other vertebrae as well, as much as possible. Hands on your hips, hands on your lower back, wherever it feels more comfortable. Lift your chest up, continue pressing the hips forward as the sternum is reaching up towards the sky. You can stay here with the hands on your lower back if you want to, one or both hands down to the heels. If you're still in that position, hands to your lower back, lift back up, sit back on your heels for a moment. Open the knees a little wider, maybe as wide as the mat. Slide the hands forward and fold in between your thighs. Look towards your hands. They should be about shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Coming down and lift the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Point the right knee up towards the ceiling. Feel free to take a few circles with the knee here. Maybe try touching your left shoulder with the right foot. The right knee is still bent. Look towards your hands. Slide the right shin behind the wrists, setting up for single leg pigeon pose. Bend the right knee as much as you need to. Your shin does not have to be parallel to the short edge of the mat. As a matter of fact, for most of us, it should not be there. It's not really the safest position. Keep the engagement in the inner thighs. Continue drawing the inner thighs towards one another. Right hip back, left hip forward. If you try lifting the hands off the mat, bring your hands to your pelvis. Continue drawing the inner thighs towards one another. Your hips may need to lift up a little bit to accommodate for that, but you will actually feel a deeper stretch in the right outer hip. You can stay there. You can let the hips melt down towards the mat. Maybe add a deeper quad stretch by bending the back knee, or walk the hands forward and fold over the right leg. And continue drawing the inner thighs towards one another. Finish what we're doing in this pigeon pose. Transition back to downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa on your way there or skip it. From your down dog, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Same options here. Hold the stretch. Reach for the right shoulder. Take a few circles with the knee. Eventually set up for your single leg pigeon pose. Front points of the hips, the bony parts and the fronts of the pelvis are pointing straight forward here. Draw the inner thighs towards one another. Let the hips lift up a little. Find an engagement there and a stretch, deeper stretch. Stay there, or if you have a different variation that you prefer, bending the back knee and or folding over the front leg, do that instead. Ready, transition out of your single leg pigeon pose, third vinyasa, or straight back to down dog. you're down, or walk the feet towards your hands. You can take those tiny little steps like we did earlier in the practice. See what are your hamstrings. Your calf muscles feel a little more open. Once your feet are close to your hands, open the feet as wide as the mat, so the toes are turning out and heels slightly in. Bend your knees. Sit down into yogic squat. Hands to your heart. Lift your chest up. Extend your arms in front of you. Round your spine. Lower the hips down. Use your hands for support if you need to. Hips down onto the mat. Knees into your chest. Lift the feet up. Find your balance on your sits bones. Just one both here. Release the arms. Legs bent or straight, either way is good. Lift your chest up. The lower back has to be slightly rounded here. Continue breathing. Don't hold the breath. And from here, slowly, with control, start lowering down. Legs and upper body. Hit the ground at the same time. All the way down. If you're ready for Shavasana, stay where you are. Just open the arms and legs wider. If you need another minute to do something else before the final relaxation, do that. Might be another spinal twist. We did a lot of twisting earlier, but if you feel like doing one from supine position from your back, you can do that. Maybe a happy baby pose, even a shoulder stand, a headstand, any other version that you want. Just about a minute before we start setting up for Shavasana. If you already are in Shavasana, stay there. Make sure your body is comfortable where we are. Finish what you're doing. Take the counter poses you need. If you're not in Shavasana yet, start setting up. You could be on your back, arms, legs wide. You could be on your side, on your belly. You could be in a seated position. Unlock the jaw, unfurl your brows. Release any tension from your facial muscles. Allow your body to be heavy, to sink into the mat, and to relax. Slowly start scanning through your body, consciously relaxing every single part of your body. Start with your toes. One by one, relax all of them. Your feet, ankles, shins and calves and your knees, all are loose and relaxed. Your thighs, your hips, the whole pelvic region. Loose and relaxed. The lower back, middle back, upper back, and neck. Loose and relaxed. Shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, both hands, and all 10 fingers, loose and relaxed. Chest is light. Belly soft. Soften the expression in your face. And relax. To stay in Shavasana longer. If you're ready to come back up, start by deepening the breath. Bring gentle movement back into your body. Eventually find your way up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Together we bow out of our practice. Namaste.